Boeing's about to make headlines again, and this time it's not about delays or grounded fleets. The long-rumored 797 could finally be on the horizon, and it's got everyone buzzing. After years of setbacks, Boeing seems ready to answer Airbus's dominance with something fresh, something big. Could this be the plane that redefines its future and silences the critics? If you're curious about what this new aircraft could bring to the table, follow along. We're diving into all the juicy details of Boeing's latest project. Boeing's been stuck in a rough patch for years now, from the 737 MAX debacle to delays with the 777X. Confidence in their leadership has been shaky at best. The 787 Dreamliner, though popular for long-haul routes, doesn't solve the growing demand for something between a narrow-body workhorse and a wide-body giant. Enter the 797, or at least the promise of it. This could be Boeing's chance to reclaim lost ground. The middle of the market is an untapped goldmine. Airlines want a plane that handles transatlantic routes without the extra fuel burn of a larger jet while still offering flexibility on domestic long hauls. That's where the 797 fits. It's meant to fill the shoes of the aging 757 and 767, planes that have long been workhorses but are now showing their age. Neither the 737 MAX nor the 787 Dreamliner fully covers this gap, and Boeing knows it. This isn't just about nostalgia for older models. The competition is fierce, and Airbus isn't slowing down. Their A321XLR has already secured key orders, positioning itself as the go-to for airlines looking to replace older fleets. Boeing needs the 797 to win back these contracts. And it's not just about passenger service. There's talk that the 797 could also offer freighter capabilities, tapping into the growing cargo market. The stakes are high. This aircraft could determine whether Boeing stays competitive or continues to lose market share. It's not just a plane, it's a lifeline. If the 797 delivers, it could be Boeing's ticket to regain trust, restore their reputation, and finally stop playing second fiddle in a sector they used to dominate. Boeing's approach to the 797 design has sparked plenty of debate. Initially, the company leaned toward a twin-aisle setup. It was meant to give passengers more comfort on those longer routes without sacrificing turnaround efficiency. Airlines liked the sound of that: faster boarding, quicker exits, and more space to stretch out. But things shifted. Now whispers suggest Boeing might pivot to a single-aisle design. The move would cut down on weight, which airlines love because it means fewer trips to the fuel pump. So what can we expect? Early reports point to two versions, one seating around to 225 passengers, the other closer to 275. Both would focus on mid-haul routes, making them perfect for flights like New York to London or Tokyo to Sydney. The range falls somewhere between 4,500 and 5,000 nautical miles. That's enough to cover most transatlantic routes and even some longer domestic hops, making it a great fit for airlines looking to replace aging 757s and 667s, which have been doing the heavy lifting for decades. Another big draw: materials. Boeing plans to go all in on composites. Like the 787 Dreamliner, the 797 is expected to feature a carbon fiber fuselage. Why? It's lighter, and a lighter plane burns less fuel. It's also more durable, which could mean fewer maintenance headaches. And there's more. Carbon fiber allows for lower cabin pressure and higher humidity levels, improving passenger comfort. Long flights become a bit more bearable when you don't feel like a raisin by the time you land. This focus on efficiency and comfort is Boeing's attempt to create something that appeals to both airlines and passengers. Whether it sticks with twin-aisle or goes single, the 797 is shaping up to be a real contender in the middle of the market. Now the question is, will it arrive in time? The Boeing 797 will have its work cut out for it, especially with Airbus's A321XLR already making waves. This Airbus model has been a favorite for airlines looking to maximize fuel efficiency on longer routes. So how does Boeing plan to compete? It starts with passenger capacity. The A321XLR typically seats around 180 to 220 passengers in a two-class configuration. Boeing's rumored 797 variants are expected to seat many more passengers, giving airlines more flexibility depending on their needs. That extra capacity could be a key selling point, especially for carriers operating on high-demand routes. Then there's the question of range. The A321XLR boasts an impressive 4,700 nautical miles, perfect for transatlantic hops or long domestic flights. The 797th, on the other hand, is expected to offer a range up to 5,000 nautical miles. While the difference might not seem huge, it could open up more routes that the A321XLR can't handle, especially those that demand a bit more distance or capacity. Fuel efficiency is where things get interesting. Airbus has optimized the A321XLR to burn less fuel per mile, but Boeing could turn the tables depending on which engine they choose. There's talk of new generation turbofans being paired with the 797, possibly offering better fuel economy. That would be a huge draw for airlines looking to cut operational costs. Boeing also has the advantage of experience with composite materials. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next.